Everyone now and then gets these random ideas in their mind. Now, what if I told you that one of these ideas could eventually change your life? When you get an idea, don't just ignore it. You gotta act upon that idea. How else are you gonna accomplish something big in your life if you're never gonna act upon anything? And in order to act on anything, you first gotta start with that idea. So just stop second guessing yourself to fail, but instead, when you get that idea, write it down, act upon it, do whatever you can. Those who succeed believe in their idea. On top of that, you'll build off more and more ideas if you work off that first idea. And over time, this is just how you become more creative. Yes, some people are born a little bit more creative than others, but that is also a skill you could work on over time. And naturally, your brain will just gift you more and more ideas the more you actually allow it to. Some examples could be starting a YouTube channel, getting a job that you've always wanted. It could be starting a business, maybe by yourself or with a friend of yours. It could be finding a new hobby, doing something you love, This is how you're supposed to live life. You can't just structurally live your day by day and expect it to be the same every single day, because that's not how humans work. Humans are very intelligent animals. We rely solely off our brain. So when our brain gives us these ideas, it's pretty much telling you what you gotta do with your life. Now, a big trend nowadays is, I let my intrusive thoughts win. But honestly, you should live off of your intrusive thoughts. Obviously, only listen to the good ones and don't go to jail or something like that. Don't get in trouble. Once you start listening to your intrusive thoughts, life instantly gets better. You start enjoying the little things more. You start having more and more fun day by day. You'll get more energy out of it. So just start listening to those random thoughts you get throughout your day. Do you want to be known for something? Or do you want to be just like everyone else on the planet? Just right now, while talking about this idea, I've already generated 4 other ideas I could act upon. Once you get into this creative state, it doesn't stay with you the entire day. It doesn't stay with you forever. So abuse this creative state that your mind gets into now and then. Because some days you will not have the energy to think about that. So when you become creative, act upon it. Write down all your thoughts, share your thoughts, and act upon your thoughts. If you want something so badly, it'll come to you. And this is where the power of manifestation comes in. If you eat, sleep, breathe, dream, everything you do about whatever thought you're thinking, it'll come true. Jim Carrey, a good example of what he did is he wrote himself a check of $1 million and kept it with him in his wallet at all times. And now he's one of the most famous actors of all times. See, the more you think about it, more things happen towards that idea. It's kind of like that idea, if it's good for you, it's meant to be. This can also be a double-edged sword. You could also be a negative thinker. That could lead you down a very dark path and lead you off of the path God has made for you. You don't want to worry with your ideas. You want to develop creative ideas and topics, stuff that are actually good for your life. Because just thinking negatively doesn't accomplish anything for you. You see, God has a plan for you, built out for you. So these good ideas are just God's words onto you. So the more you act upon these thoughts, the more you follow the plan He put out for you. Since before you were born to the day you die, God knows exactly how He wants your life to go. So listen to Him and act upon those good thoughts. A lot of successful people just put all of their trust and worries into Jesus, and it pays off. You see this a lot in a lot of UFC fighters nowadays, where after they win the fight, they right away pray to the Lord and Jesus and thank everything for them. They knew that He gifted them with that opportunity. He gifted them with that victory. But with every good comes evil. And that's where the devil comes in. Because the devil wants you to fail. He will continue to throw distractions after distractions after distractions at you. Stuff like going out and partying with your friends. getting drunk, wasted, not knowing what happened the day before, falling into a sinkhole while watching social media for 5+ hours a day, making you fall into lust and fall for a girl that's not healthy for you. It could be stuff like this. He wants you to fail and distract you. He will make you weaker, but don't get fooled. Don't waste your life. It's not hard to differentiate good and evil. And even if you're not religious, you could still understand the difference between good and evil. Instead of partying and taking drugs and all this with the wrong people, why don't you instead turn towards your family, spend more time with your family, work on your own life too, maybe start a business, start working out, start doing some healthy things. But honestly, coming from a very logical thinker, it was very hard for me to generate ideas for YouTube videos, for art, for anything I wanted to do creatively, until I actually put more effort into it. Because the more and more you try to be creative, the more you'll actually be creative. That's how it works. Bruce Lee talked a lot about your thoughts is who you are. If you think yourself as a creative person, you'll become a creative person. But if you think yourself as a negative, logical nobody, then you'll become that negative, logical nobody. It's a sad truth. Whatever you think is what happens. Your mind is a very powerful image onto your body. It will translate how your whole body responds to everything. See, we humans barely even know what our mind is capable of. We probably don't even know 50% of what our brain can do. So if you don't believe that your brain specifically is not creative, then you're wrong. A good action step right now, whenever you get an idea, write it down. It could be in the notes app on your phone. It could be on a piece of paper. But whatever you do, start writing down your thoughts. And then you'll start thinking more and more thoughts. It's just how it works. But if you distract yourself 24/7 with things like social media, video games, some days I be doing that. And those days, I don't get anything done. Now, I understand that. And the only reason why I continue to do something like play video games is because it's the only time I could spend with some of my family. And life isn't always about the grind 24/7. You need to learn to still enjoy your life. You could enjoy your work for sure, but don't work your life away just to make some money or something like that. Because you only do live once. So you want to enjoy your lifetime.